well.
This is KotOR on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods. But be careful. There's a Sith patrol just down the corridor. Use your stealth skill to sneak past him.
Alright. So he's just around the corner here, and I'll show you stealth.
I'll avoid what I can.
Cool effect there, isn't it? So, as I walk around the corner, the game will stop because I spot him, not because he spotted me. If he spots me, my stealth field will disappear, so it's pretty obvious when that happens. And it can happen, and the closer I get to him, if it wasn't this special sort of scripted event, the closer I get, the more chance he has of spotting me, based on how good my stealth skill is. Now, I also have a bonus. If I shoot him in the back, I get a bonus to my first shot. So I'm going to do that, and if we're lucky... I think I missed. Well, no worries. Oh, you scum. How many of those do you have, buddy?
That hurt, I bet.
So the experience doesn't hurt. And what can usually happen if I'm stealthed, my first shot at the guy will actually earn double hit points. Or some kind of bonus. It's close to double, something like that. So let's see how we do here. It is possible to die in one of these early battles. I have so few hit points. And I haven't saved for a while. But it looks like they're as bad a shot as I am weak, so I'm doing okay.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
So the two choices he's outlining there, just clean out the loot, is I can repair this guy and he'll go in and fight the Sith. There's 4 or 5 of them. Oh, I was hoping they dropped some stuff. Or I can repair this panel and it will set off... Well, I'll show you. I'm not going to repair the panel, but I can certainly show you the guys. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that pipe to the upper left a bit? If I overload the power conduit, huge electrical stuff shoots out from that pipe and kills them all. But since I took some skill in repair, even though I only took 2 points, this is slightly more beneficial to do this. So if I reactivate the droid, I have 8 repair parts and I need 6 to fully repair him. So I can activate his shields, which makes sure he doesn't get killed by the guys in there. And then I engage patrol mode, then I leave it alone, and get out of the way. And he's just going to go in there and do me a favor. So I don't know if you noticed that, but you might have seen his shields power up. You can send him in there without shields if you want to save a few repair parts, and I'm pretty sure he survives, or at least does a good job of winnowing out 3 or 4 of these guys for you. But with those shields, it's a guaranteed thing. He's going to kill all of them. So I just picked up an ion blaster, which does minimal damage to humans, but a bonus of, I think this ion blaster is between 1 and 10 bonus points to droids.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who are you? Like I didn't know. I think he was just talking to me, wasn't he, over the radio?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left on the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
All right. Where am I going? I want to go this way. And we want to go to the escape pod. Use the escape pod. So there would be a cutscene here, but it is being disabled so that my machine doesn't crash. And there's also a cutscene between here and when he stands up. Shows me dreaming, a dream sequence. We'll do without it. It's not critical.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important to find Bastila?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important?
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
So what do you suggest we do next?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to ask you some questions.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What can you tell me about Malak and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malak is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malak became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malak's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malak and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
A Jedi? What do you mean?
Malak and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
Don't worry, we'll find a way to stop the Sith.
Well, I hope you're right. But the Republic hasn't been able to stop them so far, even with the support of the Jedi Council. I think Bastila may be the galaxy's last hope.
The sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we'll find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. Can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
All right, and that brings us to the end of the introduction, basically. Sort of a training level. So I will probably take a break here, though I don't know where the video will actually cut, so this may not be the end of this particular video. But while we're here, I'll show you how to do an upgrade. So you go to an upgrade bench, and it will highlight any items you have in your inventory that are available to be upgraded. And we have a prototype vibroblade, so let's try upgrading it. And this is the only item that is lit. So these are the slots available in the device, and here is something I have available to put in one of the slots. In this case, it's a vibration cell, and it adds a bonus physical of +1. So if you see here, damage bonus +1 physical. When I add the vibration cell, it goes to +2 physical. Assemble, close, close, and now we have an upgraded weapon. It's as easy as that. Doesn't cost us anything either. So for me, I'm taking a break here, and we'll just do a proper save.